We're talking about Saquon Barkley. We're talking about a lot of the comparisons that people are making with you and he. And I'm curious about what you see in the two of you.
Yeah. Just the dynamic of how I left the Colts and went to the Rams and what happened and joining the team with a bunch of playmakers. Man, it was awesome. It was fun. And I remember how that opened it up for me. And now I'm watching Saquon and I'm like, I see a lot of the similarities. The game seems so easy for him. And I'm happy for him because after year one, it was a bunch of injuries, playing by himself a lot, didn't have much offensive line. You're a whole different running back when the first move you make is on the defensive side of the line of scrimmage compared to you have to do some dancing in your own backfield just to get to the line of scrimmage. So I'm happy for him. I reached out to him. Told him that I love where he is. A lot of guys right now, they're getting in shape. He's in shape. Like if you watch him, he's taking most of the plays, playing a lot of the downs. He's in there, and it looks fun watching him.
What did he say back to you when you reached out to him?
Thank you, OG.
Oh, nice.
I'm OG now. Thank you, OG. I appreciate it. And he told me, he said, if you see anything in my game, let me know. I love that. I love it when guys do that.
Okay, so what did you see that you give him feedback on?
I cannot divulge that. I will not ever, unless he said something, I will never say anything. But I complimented him on his game and where he is right now. And I love what I see from him right now.
We know that the Giants owner, John Mara, had said in the offseason on Hard Knocks that he didn't want to see Saquon go to the Eagles, and here he is reinventing himself after 6 seasons with the Giants. Do you think that Saquon is playing with a chip on his shoulder because he's hearing this and also knows how frustrated he was that he couldn't become who he wanted to be in New York?
I don't think he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. I think the 2 games that he played against the Giants, they'll be played with a chip on his shoulder. But I see right now he's just a guy just having fun, happy to be playing with the guys that he's playing with. And he's in the state that he's had a lot of success in, playing football. You know, if you think about his college days. And he just looks happy. It doesn't look like revenge. I know one thing. The Giants GM is happy that they won a couple of games. With Saquon going off like this, this would be ugly. If they were sitting at 3-0-3 or something like that, it'd be bad for the Giants right now.
I want to set this up just for the people listening at home. You both were drafted 2nd overall, Saquon in 2018, Marshall by the Colts in 94. Both offensive rookie of the year selected to the Pro Bowl their rookie seasons. Saquon, 6 seasons with the Giants, playing only 2 playoff games, both in 2022 before going to the Eagles in free agency. Marshall, 5 seasons with the Colts, playing in only 2 playoff games in 95 and 96 before being traded to the Rams for a 2nd and 5th round draft pick with 8 more seasons with the Rams and a Super Bowl. I mean, you hear that, and the parallels are uncanny.
Yeah. No, trust me. When the trade happened and he went to Philadelphia, I just started to think about like what I was like when I got traded to the Rams, and I was like, wow, Isaac Bruce. They got Torrey Holt. We had a guy that a lot of people didn't know about, but I knew about him at San Diego State as I came. And then we had a veteran whom, if you had watched Ricky Prohl, I mean, he was pretty much the offense in Chicago before they let him go. I was like, man, I got some weapons. And when you have a guy like Orlando Pace as your left tackle, we brought in an Adam Timmerman. It was just like this. It was just perfect. And when I look at what Saquon has right now, the complementary pieces around him, you can't just focus on him. It's so hard to do that.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.